Well, hello everyone out there in nice immense huge land and huge immense YouTube spacer as well and just me, my beautiful face, no can do. I'm Al and just going in my ordinary problem mood out tonight. Just let's do something to hear and probably something point around instead of doing nothing probably. I'll say that stuff and like an intro in each of my videos here, though we'll see how it goes and how it unveils my particular video shoot up tonight. And since we've got all this just preamble out of the way, let's proceed with my doings of tonight themselves. Just maybe speaking about nothing, making something just story relating, just ranting not about it, just stuff that needs to be called fluff and shit and not at all, just probably some pointer and things will be in my picture, my video shoot up and that though. Have to just say let's do something, just let's just grab something to shove and tell. Give me a second here, I'll be right back with my item of tonight. I will. It was hard to separate this item from the other ones. It was saying, it was laying. I'm saying, I'm confusing my words. No can do so. It was laying along with other items like in a pile. I just had to separate, and I did actually finally have to. You know what, right? So this is the pin for pinning whatever notices under some sheets of paper to the board or whatever, just to let's relate to the shape and to the material material which is made of derivation of this item of tonight. And there is blue. I like blue color. I like when it's particular like this intensity and this color tone of being bluish and not just so light, not so dark, just middle blue, and was better by this particular piece of nothing. Let's call it this way. This pin is kind of like has these these parts that probably went along with this item from the mold. It was molded in those. We see those side effects of being molded in that mold. It's like those are not needed here parts that is like side effects or some not good, not say refined, not finally not refined to the full extent production process. Those remains from the raw material, they dried up and they are still here on this body, on this pin, whatever, made out of plastic. They're not needed at all here. This like remains of the material, raw material, as they dried up, they remained on their places. So it's like side effects of malfunction in production process, not finalized, not refined to that extent that it should be. And that's because we are having those ones in their places, those like I don't fucking know the name, or like if I say the same word in my personal language that happens to be Russian, you wouldn't understand, because I don't have the apprehension of that word in even my personal language myself. And if I say it in American, you're probably flabbergasted. here on that word is just something. Let's try. It's mold remained. No, molding process remains extra parts of the molded object itself. That's what I can rent. That's what I could read out of my whatever vocabulary things my brain is not so good. I mean, it's good for the major part, but I don't fucking know the name for those redundant, not needed parts over here are tiny. Actually, they're pretty thin and they're of some random shape because the guy who molded this stuff, it's like in a cassette, a huge pile of all those pins being at one cassette, and you put it in a mold. And when you pour out the liquid plastic into it, those uh, discrepancies, let's call them this way, they remain because of the lame process of the production. Because otherwise, they wouldn't been here. They wouldn't been here. Those extra parts, those kind of like trash parts, they're not needed at all. Anyway, you get where I'm going with this. If I'm not so fluent in my American, that's because I'm only learning and only. It's always like process of making something out of nothing and learning that way, trying to say something more every single just moment that you're allowed to, or whatever they're up to do that you do, and that's when you stretch your mental abilities about saying something that you haven't said previously, haven't said previously, yeah. And that's where I'm going with this, and that's for what purpose I launched this channel in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So guys, this pin has a pretty ordinary shape. It's like say it's something just extraordinary, something just regular, like it has its regular shape like a regular pin would have, and actually the metal part is protruding outwards at the length of the same length as the upper part, being like a pin cap made out of plastic, blue one, as I said it, as I put it. And the metal rod sticks out and protrudes to the outer world at the same length as the upper cap part does, and the sharpness of this metal rod is pretty good, because otherwise I wouldn't be handling wielding this object with so bewaring that I might just accidentally pierce my skin on my finger over here, or that's why I'm wielding carefully not to pierce my skin, not to bleed in front of this camera, in front of you guys and gals if you're there. So you're there, otherwise I wouldn't be making these videos. I wouldn't be making these video shoots just probably I would, who knows, I would, yeah, even in presence in presence of 0 people on my channel, I would. So that's for my American practice only. Probably if you stay and to the point, if you're just with me right now, then you know what I'm doing. I am plotting inside me. I'm applauding you for doing so. I don't want to be just corny saying corny things. Just I'm applauding you in a big way, I'm applauding you in a middle way, I'm applauding you in a tiny way, or I'm applauding you at my regular speed or I can applaud you, then I do that in a way that I can, and inside me and silent and yes, I don't want to be say tacky with clapping my hands just right now, not to lose the track of my today's whatever consideration what we're having right now regarding this pin, and let's say I want to save some more words around this pin for later videos. So I said something about it. We won't be reiterating shit that I said already. We're only gonna be going with new things about it on my subsequent videos, and we'll be trying to read as many words out of this simple item as we only can, and we'll be doing that together with you. If you're with me, hope you are, and I again applaud you for your tolerance for tolerating this shit for this fucking long, nearing 2 minutes now. So be good. I got a roll again. You can do. I'm again not quite clean shaved in front of you real nice right now, but no can do. It's my American, my will, my aspiration, my channel, and my mood. Be good. I'll be really on it as soon as I release something good and stupid and meaningful for you. Gotta roll again. No can do night and see you in a while. Practice. Bye.